Hello, I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for always joining me. If this is your first time here, this YouTube channel is dedicated to making you become better, to growth, to personal development. So I welcome you once again. Sit back and enjoy. In the last video I made, I talked about analysis paralysis. I talked about the meaning. I talked about the different things you are going to see that will make you know that you have that analysis paralysis syndrome. And I also talked about what are the results it presents to you. So these are the things I discussed about in the last video. If you have not seen that video, kindly check the description of this particular video or find the video here. Thank you. So today I'll be talking about how to be out of this situation of analysis paralysis. If you find yourself always having this problem of indecision, of always overthinking before taking decision, what are you going to do to be out of this challenge? The first thing I want to talk about is that you should acknowledge those thoughts. Be sincere with yourself. Acknowledge that truly you have this analysis paralysis, because if you don't acknowledge that, you will not find solution to the problem. You won't bother to work on yourself. So number one, acknowledge the thoughts. Number two, after acknowledging the thoughts, you need to reframe such thoughts. Let's say, for example, the thought came to your mind when you're thinking about something you wanted to do, and the thought came to your mind telling you that you can't do this. Tell yourself, I have done something, I've taken a decision to do something I haven't done before, and I succeeded. So I believe I should be able to succeed with this too. If I can do that, I can do this. So try to remember times you've taken decisions that you have never been familiar with, and you overcame and you succeeded in that decision making, and use that as a push for you to do what you want to do. Then the third thing is for you to identify your fears. What are those fears that you have when you're about taking your decision? Is it the fear of not meeting up with the time? Or is it the fear of failure? Or is it the fear of success? Because sometimes we can be afraid of success. Sometimes we just feel it's overwhelming to have some levels of achievements. So these are the different fears that can come to you that can hinder you from taking the right decisions you want to take. Now, you tackle those fears one after the other. And that leads me to the fourth point, and that is for you to simplify your decision making process. You can set a deadline for the decision you want to make. Like, I'm going to make findings about how long this particular task will take me. That's an example. I'm going to make findings about the cost effect of this particular thing I want to do. And by Monday, I will take my decision. I'm going to make my findings to know if those who have gone through this route and what are the challenges they've met on their way and how were they able to navigate these challenges. That's another thing you can do for you to be able to simplify your process. And with that, you'll be able to set a particular day in which you will take decision. And you have to work between when you are simplifying and when you are actually taking the decision. You have to do something to be sure you are making the right decision. Then the fifth step is that you have to let go of some options. In cases where you have 4 to 5, 6 to 7 options, you have to trim them down to the things that you know these are non-negotiable. These ones are things that I can't do without. You have to know the particular one that you can let go of, and you know the particular one that you know that will pay off in the long term. That's how you need to streamline your decision into lesser options so that you won't have too much on your mind. That leads us to number 6. After knowing your non-negotiables, you need to move on to the next stage, and that is the stage of you taking your decision. Now, I want you to note something. Don't try to settle for a perfect decision. Just let your decision be good enough, because if you're looking for a perfect decision, you may not be able to move from where you are to where you intend to be. So that's why you need to look for just a good enough decision. There's no perfect system anywhere, because you have external bodies who may play along perfectly or may make some mistakes along the line. So with that, You need to prepare your mind that you are not looking for the perfect decision, but just a decision that is good enough for you. The next thing you need to do is for you to be calm. Now you've taken your decision, you've known what you want to do. You need to be calm so that you can take the right step at every point in time. And I want you to apply the 80-20 rule, which says that the 80% of result is from the 20% of efforts. Then, lastly, let God be your guide. Allow God to guide you every step of the way in anything you want to do. Even right from your decision making, allow God to be in the picture. Allow God to be the one to lead you. As you are trying to sort out yourself, let the Spirit of God minister to you and obey God's instructions. Thank you for joining me this time. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. Till I come your way next time, keep growing and keep becoming better. Bye.